So this is part one of the SaaS SEO strategy that I've been recently coming up with for a client. Um, I'm sure they won't mind me sharing it, but it's not been implemented yet, hence why this is part one. So once it's implemented and we start to see the results, then there'll be a part two, maybe even a part three. So let me just find the sheet. The best bit. Here we go. Okay, so this is the website. No, that's a sheet again. Cool. So it's a company which provides software and a bit of consultancy around insights for employees, companies, teams, individuals. So they've created these tools and this software to help companies understand the people that work for them better. Um, it's not really performance. These aren't really performance tools. The feedback tools. So feedback on managers, other colleagues, the work, um, how engaged they feel, how satisfied they are, encourage dialogue, tracking, well, to be fair, it's team performance, tracking team performance, diagnostic, and there's 360, 270, and 180. Um, 360, from my understanding, is the software will get the feedback and then relay the feedback to the relevant team members and then relay their feedback back to the original team. 270 is just one of those one way. Sorry, 270 would be the team gives feedback and then they give feedback to the opposing team. And then 180 is just the feedback. So it's all bespoke and well, it's majority of the software is bespoke and it's talking about why it's white labeled so you can put it as your company's brand, send the software around to all your employees in the team, and then it'll just get feedback. And it kind of looks like you've created this from scratch, which you have with a lot of insight, but they're providing the software and the tools and obviously how yeah the platform basically. So you can see thousands of completions each year, hundreds of happy clients, really big clients have used it before from Insightful Edge. So there is a team performance accelerator. Ignore what I was saying earlier, and there is a team accelerator. Um, but a lot of it is more feedback as well. SWOT analysis, development, professional growth, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, and the sort of strategy that I'm giving anyway is applicable to any SaaS company, any SaaS website, any software as a service. I always find SaaS interesting because it's somewhere in that area between e-com and service. So they're selling products, but generally there's not always a price on the website for them because some of them are so sort of high ticket, large bespoke tools that they need a lot of input from the customer to make them work. Um, some have different plans, so you can get like the basic, middle, and advanced plan, and some are very niche as well, which is the same with products and same with services. But these are in this interesting sector where do we want inquiries or sales? E-commerce sales, service it's inquiries. This can be inquiries and service or inquiries or, sorry, inquiries and sales or inquiries or sales. So it's in that grey area. So bearing all that in mind, I spoke to the owner, really nice guy, and he talked me through the sorts of businesses that they work with. So the sort of businesses that finds this software so useful, which is always important. Like the website will give a lot away, but getting it straight from the client or the business owner before you go into your SEO strategy is incredibly important. So just going into the sheet. He also, and this was very helpful, gave me all the individual products I don't know why I said performance again earlier. That was daft, but it's there. But it's more. I've got feedback more in my mind, more prominent employee engagement. But yeah, he gave me the full list of products, the SaaS products, and then he gave me the key industries that they work with, delivery methods. So there's white labeled, and then their own brand, and then the sort of key pillars, which are like value propositions, completely designed for you, great customer service, really detailed consultancy and insight to support the product as well. But he did say he wants to sort of shift away from the consultancy more to the SaaS. Um, so yeah, I'd advise if you own a SaaS company, write all these down. Before you do any research, look at SEO, any SEO tool, write all your key industries down that you think could benefit most from your products. Write down all your list of products because you might have a lot of variation. It might just vary on size, but it'll really open up the opportunity. So, looking at the website straight away, I crawled the website. I think there was under 100 pages index. I was like, right, new pages is going to be where we can see real acceleration here. Which new pages was the next question? So, he's got all the products created on the website. He's got an about us page, contact page, which is all helpful, company information, team tools. What he didn't have was industry pages. And these are pages which can work for Google Ads, social, sustainably long term. The pages where you combine the product and the industry. So the SaaS and the industry. So it'll fit in these ICPs, the customer profiles are getting talking to directly, if you like. The content on the page is all going to be tailored to that industry, and it's going to be like you've read the mind. Conversion rates, they might not get a lot of search volume, but conversion rates can go sky high. So using the industries that he mentioned, and he's got case studies for all of these pretty much as well. I started to do keyword research. So before I looked at any industries, I looked at how do people search for these SaaS products using C keywords, broad keywords. So this is a feedback tool. So I just put in feedback tool, 360-degree feedback, 180-degree feedback. So that we're talking about templates, samples, appraisal, questionnaires. Obviously, we're concentrating on non-branded commercial terms. Surveys. And I'm constantly looking, when I'm getting all this back, all this data back, I'm Googling it and seeing what the results are. If the intent's more commercial or informational. If it's informational, leave it for now. Then this is where I started. This was the crawl of the website. And a lot of SaaS companies don't do this. They don't make industry pages. They just put the products up, and the product might be called something specific like SEO tool. Then they'll just leave it and be like, build it and they will come. You can't do that. It doesn't work unless you've got a tremendous amount of digital PR and budget for that, tremendous amount of ads. But this can complement that as well. That's what I'm saying. There's no negative to doing this apart from saturation. This is where I wouldn't make every industry page. So this is where I got into new landing pages. So he's not got a page targeting white labeled employee feedback tool. The white labeled element came up in the keyword research again and again. And you can start to see we targeted the different industries. So employee feedback tool for recruitment agencies. So if a recruiter's searching for this sort of software, if they just land on a broad page talking about the software, I go, all right, not sure if it'll quite fit what we're after. But if they land on a page that is specifically tailored to recruitment agencies combined with the software, then it's a no-brainer. And it talks about previous experience with previous recruitment agencies that they might be aware of. So very simple. And at this point, I'm not wanting to give masses and masses of detail for the page. I want to gather some research, but I don't want to go into minute detail. We want to get the pages live first off, and then we start gathering the data. and then we can iterate and tweak it as and when. So my proposal was in the main nav, let's have a drop down. Industries we work with, or industries the software is perfect for, something like that. A catch-all phrase. And then let's create all these industry pages. Another way of doing it, obviously, if you're the business owner, you've got the knowledge of the industries you work with. If you're the SEO person, you can do keyword research around it and ask the client, but Google it as well. So type in employee feedback tool for feedback tool for finance employees, teachers, students, leaders. Just put the name of your tool for, and then it'll give a ton of suggestions. Even put in industries, 360 feedback tool industries. See if I can come up here. You'll start to see the competition, see if they've got any industry. See, these haven't. This is where you can sort of leapfrog the competition who might even have a better tool, or they might just have larger budgets, but they're not prioritizing these landing pages. Let's put 360 for companies. I think there was, yeah. See, again, missing out on industries. So much opportunity out there that they're missing out on. I believe, and then I created content briefs, and these basically include a couple of notes. We're after a qualified lead from a construction company, as an example. And here are a couple of examples of websites that are doing it right that we need to replicate and improve on. So this one, people insight, is exactly what I'm talking about. And they've not overdone it so it's saturated, but this is what I want to replicate and just make the content better and talk about the tool more for better distinction. So in their main nav, they've got a clients drop down and they talk about all these different industries that their survey tools are perfect for. I can't imagine there's too much competition when it comes to emergency services staff surveys. Let's Google that. There you go, number one. And really, the competition's terrible. It's just informational stuff from NHS and ambulance services, but it's nothing to do with SaaS tools. So that is exactly something that you'd approach and include.